What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome to another account progression video. Alright, so it is time to get another tier 2 character, and we're going to be getting Ghost Panther to tier 2. So finally was able to get all of his gears to level 20, and man was that a grind. It took almost the entire biosub to get all of his gears to 20, which is pretty ridiculous. It took well over 500 bios to get his gears leveled up, so one of the longest rank ups I've had in a while, or most costly in terms of the biometrics at least. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at him before we tier 2 him. So for his his gear's already done. We don't have any Uru on him right now. I'll probably put some on later. But his skills right now, we have the first skill leveled up. It just increased that bleed damage. We have the third skill leveled up because we want to increase that accumulated damage, and his is when dealing damage, not when receiving damage, which is nice. And then we have the fourth skill leveled up to get that extra bleed burn damage, and also to get the 100% chance for all damage immunity, because I don't think it starts at 100%. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that one did start at 100% chance, but you know, sometimes they start off at like 60, so you have to level up the skill. But either way, we did get that increased bleed and burn, so I leveled it up anyway. Right here we get the extra bleed damage as well. I usually level up all the skills, even if they have like bleed, burn, shock, anything like that, even though that won't apply in World Boss Ultimate. I still level those up just because. But anyway, those are the skills. For the Ice Weight set, we have Power the Angry Hulk. I do like having an offensive set on him because he can deal some pretty nice damage. And then we get the extra attack speed with Power the Angry Hulk, but you can also go with Overdrive. Both options are good. For the Obelisk here, we have a dual fire damage with a 130 proc. It's kind of a placeholder until I roll a better Obelisk. I definitely would like to get a similar Obelisk to this one. I do like having the dual fire damage and a damage proc, but I just want those values to be higher. So until that happens, this is kind of what he's going to be rocking right now. So overall, not too bad. Yeah, now let's go ahead and take a look at the details here. So we do have pretty low on the ignore defense, so I definitely need to put some Uru on him to max out that ignore defense. The skill cooldown is pretty close. I mean, 47% is not too bad. The crit rate and crit damage could definitely be higher, same with the attack speed, so just kind of average right now. So I haven't done, you know, too much investment in him quite yet. So let's go ahead and get him to tier 2, and we are of course going to be using one of our tickets here, so let's go ahead and grab this, and boom. Ghost Panther is now tier 2. Very good. Alright, so we have what? The Avenging Fire. So let's see, what is that giving us again? Yeah, so it was the increased fire damage by 50%. Very nice. And this is to all allies, so this is really, really good. So your fire damage characters are going to get like a dual benefit from Ghost Panther here. So increase all fire damage by 50%. Decrease damage received from supervillains by 15%, and increase damage dealt to supervillains by 45%. So overall, this is an amazing passive right here. Very, very powerful. So if you, like I said, if you have a fire damage character, they're taking dual advantage of this. Ghost Panther being a fire dealer himself, and also having a really high kind of damage and DPS in like World Boss Ultimate and Giant Boss Raid and stuff like that. He's, you know, a star on his own, so you can just kind of use him as your main DPSer, and he takes advantage, of course, of his own passive right there. So there we go. Ghost Panther has been ranked up, so now all that's left to do is to try him out a little bit and see how well he performs for me. So let's go ahead and jump into a little bit of gameplay. Alright, so here we are at Ebony Maw for World Boss Ultimate. We're going to be taking on stage 25 with Ghost Panther. This is the team we're going to be using. We have Satana for the leadership, 70% increase to fire damage. We got Coulson for his tier 2 passive, and then we are going to be using strikers here. And I was trying a few of the other stages with Ghost Panther stage. I tried 39, 35, then 30, and his damage just wasn't there, so I did not have enough damage to do any of those stages. Yeah, I'm thinking that might just be because I need to cap my ignore defense, because that usually makes a pretty big difference. Also, only having a 130 proc when that's pretty low, so upgrading that as well might help. Putting on some Uru, things like that. He is just freshly tier 2'd, so a lot of things that he could still, you know, have to make him a little bit better. But right now, his damage just is not really impressing me so far, when I was expecting the damage to be a little bit better. Because that was a little bit better. We had the strikers there, so Ghost Panther probably did about Oh, we lost damage proc. Probably about half life bar worth of damage with the damage proc. The rest was from the strikers, I want to say. Alright, we need to get this damage proc back in line. It keeps procking when I'm just activating the third skill. So let's go ahead and back off here a little bit. There, can we line up? Okay, that's a little bit better. But as you can see, the damage is just, it's not super spectacular right now. But of course he does have the potential to go to level 70, gears 25, so yeah, a lot of improvement, or room for improvement, luckily. And maybe I want to put the damage proc on the fourth skill, perhaps. I don't know. The fifth skill seems like it should be the most damaging skill, but I could be wrong. That time we didn't even get the damage proc until later. Oh, it's going into the next phase. Alright, so not too bad. So it looks like he can do this one at least. Oh, not the purple. Oh, I hate when he does that thing where he summons those specters right there. Where'd the damage proc go? Can we get the damage proc on the fourth skill right here? See what that does? No, we can't. Oh, we have the purple. Oh, let's pick up these little health globs here. And, alright, damage proc. No damage proc. How about on the fourth skill? Where has our damage proc gone? Hello, damage proc. Oh, there you are. That was like 2 skill rotations without a damage proc there. Just refused to cooperate. Oh, the damage proc would have been on the fourth skill right there if he didn't iframe. So yeah, it's definitely a lot safer to do the damage proc on the fifth skill against Ebony here, because he will just iframe out of the fourth skill, since your fourth skill is not an iframe. Alright, dude, can you stop iframing though? It's one of the reasons why I hate fighting Ebony Maw here. You lose so much damage to his iframes. Ow, like right there. Where was my invincibility from the third skill? It got canceled out because he iframed. Ah, run away. Alright, give me some invincibility here. Thank you. Now let's get... Alright, there we go. Damage proc. Pick up those healing globs, and we're down to the last life bar. Can we take him out here with this last attack? Come on, Ghost Panther, do it! Oh, not quite. Looks like one more round here, and there we go. Alright. So we're able to get him down. We have 1 minute and 24 seconds left, so he probably could have done a little bit higher. Maybe if I had been a little bit... luckier with my skill rotation when I tried stage 30, I might have been able to do it, but we're able to do stage 25 here with my current build on him. Like I said, I do plan on kind of building him up a little bit more to give him more of a fair chance at a higher stage here, but so far, I'm a little bit underwhelmed with this damage because I thought it would be higher since we're getting his boost from his own passive, we're getting Coulson's boost, and we're getting the leadership boost, so I was expecting a little bit more here. Especially since Ebony Maw is susceptible, you know, to elemental damage, and all of Ghost Panther's most damaging skills are labeled as flame damage, unless, if I go back and read it, maybe it says something about physical in there, and maybe it is not all flame damage, but his fourth, fifth, and second skill, I believe it was, all say flame for the tag, the other ones say physical damage. So either way, that is going to be kind of my initial impressions of Ghost Panther at tier 2 here. Definitely a very powerful character, even if the damage seemed a little low to me right here. I still, like I said, have a lot of investment that I can still put into him, and his passive alone just makes him a spectacular support unit, so he's definitely worth getting even just for the support that he'll give the rest of your team. So anyway, that's going to be it for this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.